Hey troops, Roxee here and welcome to Roxee Plays Games and welcome back to another episode of X4 Foundations. Before I get into today's video, I want to do my usual thank you. So thank you for everyone who liked my previous videos and thank you for everyone who has subscribed to the channel. We're up to what, 617 now, so yep, really appreciate it. Thank you to each and every single person, really appreciate it. Right, before I get into today's video, I want to do a couple of shout outs. I've had a couple of messages or comments on my videos, and the first one I wanted to read out was from Thomas Hilbish. Can you name a scout ship? The HMS Moose. That's my dog's name, and he is my scout when we go hunting. That sounds really cool, taking your dog hunting. Loving the series so far, and as someone looking to pick up the game, it's nice to see what others are doing to get started. So thank you, Thomas. We will do that right now, actually, because there is a couple of things I wanted to do with my scouts. So let's open up the map. Property owned. Right, scout number 1. You are getting renamed HMS Moose. HMS Moose. I'm going to put in brackets scout just so I know what each one is. So there you go, Thomas, named after your dog. Right, what I needed to do, for some reason, maybe someone can give me the correct answer for this. My scouts only seem to be doing a segment of each of the sectors rather than doing the whole sector. I did a little bit of testing and I couldn't work out which one it was because it was just taking too long to work it out properly. If I remove all orders on Moose and then go to information and then behavior and then go on to sector explore, this is down to 300 out of 200 kilometers and this is 40 out of 100. I'm not sure which one, because I had one ship doing that all the way up, I had one ship doing that all the way up, and I had one ship doing both of them all the way up. But it was just taking too long to work out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them both all the way up because I think that is a better option, potentially. I will do some better research and obviously give you better information in the future. But for now, I'm doing it this way. Like I say, if you've got a better way of doing this, please do let me know. Sector explore, I'm going to put you all the way up as well. Yes, I'm going to put them all the way up. Yes, I am, because I know this works. I know this works. Right, so that's the first thing that I wanted to do today. We'll obviously give a shout out to Thomas for that. Right, next one is got a couple of other comments. There is a setting in the game to continue the forward speed in the menu. So yes, we go to our options, settings, and then game settings. This setting here, maintain speed in menus. Turn it on. You keep moving forwards or backwards or whatever way you're going while you're in the menu. So cool. Thank you for that. And that was from Calic. Mad Dog Plays. I only got the game this week, so will be a handy let's play. You got a sub from me. Let's go. Thank you very much, Mad Dog. And finally, Ostkaka 8397. So as to whether the galaxy or the solar system is greater, asked the question, what's bigger, solar system or galaxy? It turns out the galaxy is bigger. The answer was the universe is everything, and it contains many galaxies. That in turn contains many solar systems. So galaxies bigger than the solar system because galaxies contain solar systems. So thank you very much for that, Ostkaka. Right. Plan for today, we're going to continue with setting up our empire, or starting our empire I should say, and getting a passive income coming in. And the way we're going to start doing that now, well, I say start, we're already started. but we're going to start being a bit more efficient. At the moment, the miners are mining wherever they're mining. They're then going back to whichever refinery they need to, and then go back. Okay, not a massive issue. However, what is an issue is at some point the refineries, if we go to the ore refinery down here, and then we go to trade, we go to ore, and we click on it. It is currently buying it for 44 credits, but it's only going to buy another 3,420 units of ore. Once that is bought, I don't know what happens. I'm presuming that they will stop purchasing it. Either way, we are going to run out of the ability to sell ore. Silicon, 11,708, so that's got a little while to go yet. But either way, they're both going to run out at some point. I haven't explored enough of the area to find out if there's any other areas that is buying. So what we're going to do is let me turn that back off again. We are going to set up a base of operations. This is all ore. This is silicon. This is the middle-ish. Yeah, it's pretty much the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a base here. It's going to be a really simple base. It's going to have storage, and that is it. Then what will happen is the ore miners will come in. They will drop off their ores and go back and forth. So they're only traveling from this sector to this sector. Then I will have traders going from this sector to wherever they're going to sell it. Obviously we got silicon here and we got ore here. And that is it. That is the basis of what we're going to be doing. Fairly straightforward, fairly simple. Practically. However, it's going to take a little while to get everything set up. So I'm just having a quick check on my other tabs. Right. So how are we going to do this? Right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some advanced satellites, and the advanced satellites are going to help me find constructors when I need them. And it's also going to give me more information of what's going on around me. I'm trying to think. If I was to place a advanced satellite in the middle, it's not going to cover these two. It's going to cover kind of that kind of size. So if I place one in the middle, and then one over here to cover that jump gate, one over here to cover that jump gate, one down here to cover this jump gate, and then one kind of in the middle to cover these here. I want to get as much of this area. I mean, I can add to them later on. I think for now I'm just going to have the 3 here, and then we'll progress from there. Maybe the one down here. I'm not sure yet. So I need to buy 5 advanced satellites. We should be good to go. Now we could start our base building now, which isn't a bad idea. However, what I'm going to do is unpause the game, and we are going to head forward. We're going to dock here very quickly. Oh dear lord, what's that doing here? Yeah, we're going to dock quickly, and we need to buy blueprints, because the way the construction of bases in this is you buy or you acquire somehow blueprints, and then those blueprints you can then use to build.
Successfully docked.
Seems simple. In fact, let me get my drones first. Not my drones, my satellites. Yeah, 7 will do. It's going to cost me 442,000 of the bits. For order. Oh, and then we can get up. Yeah, see, it sounds simple initially, but it really... Oh, hello, you got some decent stats on you, haven't you? Piloting 2. Oh,
goodbye.
Can't hire you. That's a shame. Right, so we're in here. Not every station has one of these, but this one does. A representative office. If you're not sure how to find that, if you go to map, and then you click on any spaceship, That's from this area. And then open up the comms channel.
Open.
Where can I find? And then you can go for faction representative, and I'll give you a waypoint.
Goodbye.
But I already know where it is, so I don't need to do that. Let's go there. And then when we're in here, we can go and have a chat with the lady. And we want to buy blueprints. There's loads of stuff in here. I'm not going to go through everything right this second. The things that we're going to want is we're going to want storage. And we currently own a small container storage. To hold ore and to hold silicon, we need a solid storage. We've got small, medium and large. The small ones hold, I think it's 10,000 meter cube. The medium is 100,000 and then the large is 1,000,000. We don't need to go large right this second, although the medium solid is 602. The large, no we don't. Let's just get the medium. Get the medium one. We'll select that. Next, we will need a dock, and we've got various different ones here. We've got three tier, or 3 dock pier, 1 dock pier. We own a 1 M6S basic dock. That means it can hold 1 medium and 6 small. We want a 3 medium and 6 small, and the reason being is we want to be able to have 3 medium ships on. All of our miners and our future traders are going to be medium ships, so having one may cause a bit of a bottleneck. Alternatively, later on we're going to want this one. So for now we've got 3 choices: basic, luxury and a standard. And I think there's visuals for these because they're all doing the same, so we'll just go for the cheaper one for now. We can always, like I say, upgrade better ones later on. So we've got a dock, we've got a storage, and then the final one is other modules. We want connectors, and we already own the base connector, the cross connector and the vertical connector, so we don't need to buy anything else. As long as you got them, then you're good to go. So that's going to cost us 1.1 million. And that'll leave us with 1.2 million. Now, thankfully, we've got income still coming in. We just earned ourselves 43,700 from our trader. Right, back to our ship.
Elite Vanguard.
I'll let you. Yes, I'm going to let you control the ship because I want to be doing some building while you're on the way. So I'm going to set her off to start doing some work for me, and I want to, the middle is going to be around about pretty much, let's go for there. I think and imagine an imaginary line between the two. Yeah, we're going to go for there. That is where we're going to place a satellite. Nope, I need to click on you first, then right click, civilian and advanced satellite. Right, so she's going to go and do that. While she's on her way there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to build a base. So, like I said, we've got ore here, we've got silicon here, this is kind of in the middle. They're all having to come through here to go to either the silicon or the ore, so it makes sense to have the base here. And the way we do this is, like I say, it's reasonably straightforward. We go to manage plots. Ooh, signal leak. Right, we'll have a look at that at some point. Manage plots, and this is the plot sizes. This is all we need for now. 2 out of 20 kilometers. We're not going to build anything bigger than that just yet. We don't need to. and we're going to create new plot, and then we are going to plonk it down. I'm going to plonk it down. Like I said, the imaginary line was going from there to there. So we place it just above it, or should we go just below it? No, we'll go just above it, so about there. It means that ships coming out of here can go there, ships coming out of here can go there, and ships coming from the bottom quick travel place, what do you call it, a gateway thing, can come up this highway and across. Once you place this block down, you then need to buy a license. Building without a license will be seen as a hostile act by the local government. Basically, you can have the police harassing you. We need to buy a license. That's going to cost us 77,000. That's us done. Then we can click continue. And then this places this big cube in space. Now, if we orientate ourselves that way, that's looking down the map. That's a bottom gateway. That's the top gateway. That is the wharf there. And then that's the other gateway over the opposite side. There's another one there that I haven't been to yet. So we want the dock on this side here, facing that direction. So here we go. We're going to go to a dock module. We're going to use the one that we've picked up. So this can hold 1 medium, whereas this can hold 3 medium and 6 small. And this one here is for 3 large, but we're not going to use that one because that is gigantic. We need a bigger plot of land. Oh, plot of space even. So we're going to plonk you in there. And then we can move it on any axis that we want. So we can move it up and down, left and right, forwards and backwards. And we can also rotate it as well, but we don't need to rotate it. You know something? That isn't too bad. I'm just going to move it that way a touch. And we can move all of these, even if we finish building, we can add more stuff to it and we can move it and all sorts of stuff. Really, really cool concept of how this works. Very, very long process, so just to warn you off, and I'll show you how long it takes in this short while. Right, next thing we want is other modules, and we need to connect everything together. So we're going to, well, what I would like to do is I'm going to stick a base module there, and then stick across module there. From that point, I would like to have the medium solid storage and plonk you. You know, so I'm going to just do that. I'm going to plonk you there. I'm then going to right click, copy module, plonk you there, and then I just need to rotate you around. You click in there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the blueprint for our base. Okay, so we've got the dock, we've got connectors, we've got 2 storages all connected together. Right, just need to say goodnight to my daughter. I'll be back in a second. Right, I have taken off the little banner at the bottom there as well, because that might have been getting in the way. Right, so we've got our 2 storages, we've got our connectors, we've got our docks or ships, and this little block here that shows you where the ships can or will come from to land. We have a look at where's the docks? We look at this one. You see the blocks coming out from that direction, and that's the way they come in to land. Right, so that's that done. Once we've got this part constructed, and we can do this in the simulator as well if you want to, and this can be added onto, we can expand the size of it, all sorts of stuff. There's all of the parts that we want, or we're building. Then we need to confirm module changes. Done, and that's it. It says here there is no peer module on this station. That just means that we haven't got one of these, so we can't have large and extra large ships can't land here, but small and medium can. From there, it tells us build resources. Now there's 2 things we can do. We can either go and gather all the materials and the parts and stuff like that, bring them here and then build it. But not quite that simple, but that's the basic principle of it. Or we can have people deliver it to us. Now, if we click on resources needed, we need Claytronics, energy cells, and hull parts, and that's how many we need of each. Manage buy offers for needed resources. So we need to make sure this is on no restriction, so it's coming from anywhere. There's all of the various different parts that we can offer. The price, we're going to keep it at 100% because we want to make sure that we get all these parts. If we reduce this amount, it's going to restrict where we can get the parts from. So we're happy with that. Estimated offer is 905,000 to get all of the parts that we need. Accept estimate. We click on that. The next and final bit is we need to have a builder to build it all. So what's going to happen is we have a builder, whether it's our own or we hire one. We're going to have to hire one. Then we've placed an order for all of these components. Okay, so all of these components that we have ordered, let me just minimize you, will come to us. So it's already ordered Claytronics 265. This guy here, Anti-Tech Trader Mercury Sentinel, is going to pick up 265 Claytronics. Once they've got that, they will bring it here. Oh, we've got another picked up unknown ship. Energy cells 527, but we need all of these bits that are coming from these traders. They need to go to a builder, otherwise nothing's going to happen. So let's assign, well, we're going to hire a builder. We're going to zoom out, and because we zoomed out, we can see there's a trader there, a constructor there, sorry, which is that one. There we go. And then there's another one just over here. Now that guy's traveling down that way. Not sure what this guy's doing here, so we're going to go for this one's closer. This one's closer to where we want, so let's click on him and select. And then if we scroll down here, we can see our constructor vessel. And then if we wanted to cancel and pick another one, we can. But that's it. That is now, the blueprint is made. The parts are ordered. We've already got a trader with those two bits on. That's going to be bringing them here at some point. And it shows you how long it's going to take. So I think that means that they have already picked it up. So it's going to take us a set length of time to obviously get to where they need to pick them up. And then a set amount of time to get back to here. Let's close the menu.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Right, let me take over the command of the ship.
Hello
I'm going
there.
to show you what this is all going to look like. Right, where are you? So there's the aqueduct. There's one gate. The other gate is over there. The building construction should be
Mercury Sentinel.
near us somewhere around this area. Now, if you can't see it, because at the moment it's just a blueprint, you go to map and then click on it. Oh, it should then, he says, maybe not. I thought it would have highlighted it for us.
Factory.
Oh, there it is. I knew it was around this area. Right, let's head over here quickly. Right, so what we've got is we've got the factory. We got this here, which is like the storage. And this is where the traders are going to come in and out and drop resources off. There's one guy. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Lost him. He's around there somewhere. Let me just stop because I'm making myself dizzy. This is the construction site here, and it's just a blueprint at the moment. And what will happen is that trader that was over there is going to end up heading this way and setting up. So I'm going to get myself into a position where I can see both the construction site and the constructor when it comes in, and I'll show you something really, really cool. I mean, everything about this game is pretty cool, but some of the things are quite unique that I haven't seen in the game. This whole process of what we're going to be going through now is very, very long. Okay, this isn't something like a lot of games where you just kind of plonk it down and it's built. This takes, well, this simple little thing I'm going to do now, it's going to take a couple of real time. It's going to take over an hour, potentially nearly 2 hours. So I will obviously be cutting all of that information out, or all of that boring time out, because a lot of this is going to be sitting around. What I do plan on doing, we can see we have got our satellite here. It actually is covering this jump gate and just about covering that jump gate, so that's fine. I'm still going to stick another one here, another one here. I want one here eventually, and one down here, and one over here. Oh, we've got an oil refinery here. See? Didn't even know that was there. Trade for 44,000. Wonderful. So what's going to happen once we get this all set up? We will end up using this oil refinery, and that's what's going to make this so much better. Because essentially, this is going to be like a hub. Miners will come in, drop off their ore. Traders will then pick up that ore and take it to wherever's buying it, and that is the nearest place. So that's where it's going to end up going to. So my plan at the moment now is I'm going to drop off a satellite here, drop off a satellite here, and I'm going to drop off one here as well. So we've got this silicon refinery covered, and I'll drop off one for that ore refinery as well. In fact, do I need to drop one off there? I don't. So I'm just going to drop off one here, one here. I can do that now, because I want to know the prices of these. Then I'm going to head back here, and hopefully the constructor, wherever he is, will be on his way. Oh, there he is. He's actually quite close. I want to capture what he does, because it is really cool.
Empty space.
Empty space. Don't want empty space. Where are you? Where's the constructor? Right, I'm going to wait until the constructor comes here, because something really cool happens once it is here. Is that the guy who's dropping off?
Mercury. Sentinel.
Radar. If you want to know how you're getting on with your progress, just click on
Factory.
your factory. Wherever that square is, right click. You can also do this in the map. Go onto map, right click, or left click and then right click. Left click, right click, plan build, and then we can see all the information that's going on here. So we've had delivered the claytronics. We're just waiting for the energy cells and the hull parts, and by the looks of it, the energy cells is going to be about 7 minutes. Hull parts is going to be about 16 minutes, and then once they're all there, then we will start construction. But I'm just waiting for, where is the constructor? It looked like it was pretty close. I say it looks like it's pretty close. It's actually not that close, is it? It's quite far away. Right, I'm going to go and place these satellites down, and I'll be back hopefully before
Mercury. Vanguard.
constructor gets here. Back in a second. Right, here it is. I was a little bit slow, I'm afraid.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
To get here before it arrived. Which is a shame, but basically it's like a little bit of a transformer, and it kind of opens up like this shape. But here is the constructor. So these four corner bits kind of come out. I'm gutted that I missed it. Kind of comes out like that, like a little bit of a transformer. But here it is. So basically what happens is, I think, as far as I'm aware, all the parts are in here, And then the constructor will then send out drones to pick up those parts and head over to the construction site and start constructing. I think that's, I mean, I can't click on this, I can't do anything with it, so that's the only thing I'm guessing. Unless this is getting built by something else or someone else, I don't know. Like I say, I can't click on it, can't do anything with it. So, correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gents, but anyway, got our constructor. We've got the construction site blueprint down.
Factory.
We have got all of the claytronics. We need to wait for the energy cells and the hull parts. Hopefully they're going to be here in 11 minutes, and that's not 11 minutes for them to go and collect them, and then however long to get here. We will see. Either way, I will catch up with you when we start constructing. Alrighty, so I've brought you back because we are almost done with getting our goods in. That has been a while. I didn't actually time it, but when I was testing this out, it was about 50 minutes or so just to get all of the goods here to the constructor. But as you can see, we've got all the claytronics are here, all of the hull parts are here. When I did the testing, it was actually claytronics and energy cells that came first, and then the hull parts was last. So it seems to be different, but we can see we have an unknown ship, We-976, that is carrying our energy cells. They should be here in around about a minute, and then once they are dropped off, we're going to keep an eye on this. It will then start the construction, and the way the construction works, which I think is really, really cool. I think I've already said this anyway. Is who's this dude here?
Vanguard.
Nope. Is the constructor will send drones out, and the drones will do the construction. So I don't know where this ship is that we're waiting on. If we can see it on the map. That's all fighters. Oh, there we go. We-976 is coming from the gate over his side. And I set this dude here.
Mercury, Vanguard.
There we go. We-976 Energy Trade Mercury Vanguard. He's going to come in, drop the goods off, and then the drones will start construction. And that is just the halfway point. We've then got to get it constructed. That's going to take a little while. So yeah, this whole process is very long. It's not a click and it's all built kind of process. And I like that. I like the fact that he's dropping him off there, isn't he? I am right in thinking that's what's happening. Certainly looks like it. Yeah, I think I'm right in believing this here is like a mobile storage thing for this. Certainly looks that way, kind of going into that little segment there, dropping off the resources, perhaps. Yeah, so this is all happening in real time, and nothing can get done unless the parts are available, and that's why we obviously want to get this set up. Oh look, the drones are there now. Drones are starting to pop out. Excellent, and that's it now. We've got 3 or 4 drones there, all working away, and they zip back and forth, grabbing the bits, coming back and putting this all together. This segment here is the docking bay, and it'll build this in the order that we laid it out in the blueprints. So it'll be the docking bay, then the connector, then the cross section, and then each of the storage parts. So yeah, very cool. I can't think of any games where I've seen it like this kind of detailed in the construction side of things. It's this. I will say, on the flip side, this isn't for someone that is impatient and wants something done quickly. Unfortunately, I'm going to say that this really isn't for you. This is a long process. You have to have the time. I mean, I've literally just been sat here watching YouTube on some bits and pieces that I'm doing from my new PC. That is to come soon. I will put an episode of that up very soon. Yeah, I've just been watching that, having a cup of tea, and now we've just got to wait for this to build. Now, on my test, this took around about 10 minutes to construct this bit. Then a few bits after that was a little bit quicker. It may have been about 10 minutes in total to get the rest of it, but all in all, 20-30 minutes to get everything built. Around about an hour to get everything in, so an hour and a half, 2 hours to get something as small as this done. God, what's it going to be like getting something massive built? Yeah, you're just gonna have to. And the thing is, as well, with this game, is you have to have it running because it's live, isn't it? You turn off the game and nothing happens, so you literally just have the computer running. If you're in a hostile area, you may want to have some protectors around to keep yourself protected. But yeah, we're going to chill out now, wait for this to get finished, and I mean, this should be building in this direction if I'm correct. So the next section should be on the right hand side here, where I'm kind of hovering my cursor. But either way, I will I'll catch up with you when this segment's done and it's starting on the next segment, so you can kind of see. But as soon as this is built, we can land, and then we can kind of go from there. But we will let everything build, and then I'll tell you what the next steps are. See you in a second. Okay, so this first section is almost built. 3 seconds. And there it is, it's done, and now it started on the second section. So yeah, if you go on to click on this, right click and then plan and build, you can see how long each section. So that one took a little while. I'm not sure exactly because I didn't look at the very beginning. It's about 10 minutes. But this next section's only taking 40 odd seconds, 50 seconds. That will be done, and then these two, and then it's all complete. So yeah, not long at all. You can see that section's already done. It's now going on to the cross section. Getting a little bit closer. Have a little look-see of our little new base. And this is little in comparison to what we can build later on. But yep, here's our landing pads. We've got three medium, 6 large. Let's just land ourselves down.
Successfully docked.
And then we'll jump out and we'll see the chaos that's going on around us while this is all happening. But yeah, how cool is this? You can see the constructor over there in the distance. And that's what I'm only presuming is resources or resource storage. And if we head over this way, see the drones all zipping around doing building, which I think is really cool as well. Look at that. Oh, let's jump on this side. Zip down this way. It's just so cool, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. I'm not sure where the manager's office is. I don't know if it's over there or over that one. That looks like the what do you call it? Like I wanted to say vendor, but a trade. That's the one. The trade dude. What have we got here? Loads of advertisement. Don't know if we can actually get through any doors there, but we'll head down here. Because what we are going to need to do, and we can do this now, we head to the manager's office. Straight ahead. We don't have a manager. Oh, look at the view. We can see what this is. I'm actually a little bit blown away here. This is fantastic, isn't it? Let's look at that view. Anyway, we don't have a manager at the moment. We need to hire someone, because what will happen is we got our little base here. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? We got acquire a manager. That's convenient, isn't it? It's telling us to do it, and I'm actually about to do that. We got our base here. So the miners are going to come from those two places. They're going to drop off ore here, and then we're going to have traders picking it up and selling it to the ore refinery and the silicon refinery. That's all controlled by the manager. The manager will set orders up. We will obviously set up the parameters, and then the manager will control everything. And then we don't have to do anything. It's all automated, fully automated. Absolutely fantastic. And obviously we can tweak it as and when we need to. But we don't have anyone here. So what we need to do is go into player information. Then we need to go to personnel management. We need to pick someone to be our manager. Now this is all I've got at the moment. Obviously you may have more, you may have less. But what we need to do is we need to go for a current role, and we need to change that to a manager. And this is going to highlight all of the manager skills. We want to have the best at the top. And as you can see, the first 4 people are already captains, so we don't really want to use any of them. But the next one down here is a service crew. That's Lissa, who's on my ship actually, so that's kind of convenient. We've got Leia, who's the captain, and Lisa, who is service crew. Is there anyone else I don't mind using? I actually wouldn't mind using Letitia. So what I might do is do a little bit of a changeroo here. I go to Rena, who's actually service crew on all 1. We got any more? We got one service crew and a captain. Right, so I'm gonna go to you. No, I'm just gonna use mine one. I can always pick up someone else, can't I? So you are going to work somewhere else, and then we need to click on the factory, right click, and then click on the drop down arrow manager and assign. And now that person is allocated here, and they will turn up very soon. I'm not sure how they get here, but they will turn up. How long that's going to take, I'm not too sure, but we can head out and see if we see them. Nope, not here yet. Let's have a little look how the construction's coming along. Oh, they're here. They're just here doors. There we go. She got here really quick, didn't she? Wonderful. Right, so our manager is here now. How are you doing?
Can I help?
Yeah, and we can train them up. We can get a live stream, which I think is kind of cool. A live stream of that, but not what we want to do. We're going to head back to our ship now.
Elite. Vanguard.
Take control of my ship if you don't mind. Thank you very much. And then we're going to undock and have a little look around what's going on. Right, so we've got one of the storages almost done. And then we just need one more storage to get finished. Oh, honestly, this is just... I'm in awe of how this works. The concept of it is just absolutely wonderful. If anyone can tell me of a game that is any better than this, where everything like this is all automated, and you can essentially, once everything's all up and running and you get all other bits up and running, you can literally just sit back and do nothing. Just let the game run on its own. See that bit starting to get built now. You can sit back and let everything run on its own, and then now and again put some more blueprints down, let it all get built. Yeah, really, really cool. Right, I'm gonna wait for this all to get finished, and then once this is all finished, I will bring you back to show you the next steps. Alrighty, I think that is pretty much our base done. It's not showing anything else going on. The build is still here, I'm not sure why. It's kind of cool as well. I didn't intend on making it look like this, but it actually looks like a spaceship, and if we come out of the map view, there it is there. So here's the constructor, and there is our new base. Place we can call a home. Not right yet, but you know, we can land here and we can stay here. Use this as our base of operations. Look at it, wonderful, isn't it? All the storage numbers on there. We got our landing bit. Anyway, without me taking too long in awe of the new base that I have built that looks like a spaceship, we need to get things working now, and this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. But it's not too, I want to say it's not too difficult. I had to do a bit of research to find this information out. I'm going to try and keep it as simple as I can. So, we're going to go to map. First thing we want to do is we want to allocate workers to our base miners. So, if you haven't already got some mining ships purchased, you need to go and get some.
Please, we'll be scanning your inventory.
Okay, thank you for that. So I'm going to start off with the 3 ores, and we're going to do them for now, and then we'll come back to... I'm sure I had 2 silicons, but I can't remember if I did or not, but I'm going to have a look at that at some point later on. But either way, we're going to start off with the first ore. We're going to right click on him. No, we're going to left click on him, sorry. We're then going to right click on the factory, and we're going to go mine for commander, and then we can set it to any of these. Doesn't matter, but whatever you do for the first one, the rest will have to be allocated to that for mining. So we're going to go alpha. Now he will be under the assignment of the factory, so the manager will tell him what to do. If we wanted to stop doing that, we can go remove all orders and assignments, and then he would come back down here. But we want to keep him up there. So right click, mine for commander, alpha. We're going to do the same with number 2, mine for commander, alpha, and the same with number 3. That is the first bit, alpha. Very, very simple. Now what we need to do is we need to tell these guys what they're actually doing, because at the moment they have no idea of what's required. So we're going to right click on or left click on Argon Prime. You need to left click before you right click so that you can, otherwise you'd be on something else. So we're selecting the factory, we're then going to right click, we're then going to go to logical overview, and this is where we're going to tell it what work we want to do. Got a bunch of stuff here. If we was doing production, it would be showing up here, but we're not doing any production. We are literally just going to be taking in ore and getting rid of ore. We're going to collect on tradewares. We're going to find ore. We're going to click in ore. We're going to click confirm. Now you can do multiple things here, but we're going to keep it simple to begin with, and then later on we will advance ourselves. We then need to click on ore, and then we need to set a buy offer and a sell offer. Now this confused me a little bit, so I'm going to try and keep this as simple as I can. The buy offer is what we are going to be purchasing in and what we're going to accept. Now because we are not going to physically buy stuff, we're going to be taking it in from our miners. We need to uncheck the use station settings, and then we need to click on this little pencil, because at the moment there's no options. We need to click on this pencil to create a setting. We're then going to come along this left hand side and we want to create new trade routes. Click the little pencil, and then we can give it a name. So I'm going to keep this fairly simple. Use my ships. Okay, I don't know what that's in there for. So use my ships. We need to restrict all factions, because at the moment we would be buying it off other factions as well as our ships. We want to restrict all factions apart from our own, and then we're going to click save trade routes. We can then use this little back arrow twice, and we're back here again. So now we can click on this down arrow, and now we have the use my ships option. So what this means is we will be purchasing ore from our ships, but technically it's not costing us any money because we are the ones that are mining it. Oh, it looks like the constructor's on its way out. The next thing we need to do is we need to sell the ore. And oh look, we've already got HMS 3 and 2. They've got 980 ore each, so they're going to be bringing that in. We'll try and catch that in a second. Now what we need to do is we need to sell. So we can keep this here as normal, but what we want to do is we want to uncheck that. We want to bring the price down. We want to make sure that we can sell this anywhere, and if the value is too high, it won't sell. Okay, and that's it. That is our buy and sell done. So we can close that all down, and then we can come out of that screen whilst we have a watch. Say goodbye to our, that's what it looks like by the way when it isn't in its construction format. So it kind of closes up. Right, so we should have all guys coming in and docking here at some point. Are they anywhere nearby? Yeah, Or2 is on his way in. Let's just wait here. Have a quick look. Where are you? Or2, there you are.
Drill, mineral, Vanguard.
HMS Or2, who was over in the reach, you are coming in. So that's going to land down here. Going to dock. It's going to drop the ore off, and that's going to be going into storage. Now we've got 200,000 meter cube of storage, and he's currently carrying 9,800. If you have a look on the description, can't move much. Can I actually? Yes, I can. So on this box here, it tells you who it is, where they are, where they're going, or who they're working for. Sorry, where they're going, what they're doing, the stats of the hull and the shield, and how much storage they're currently carrying, and what their capacity is. And we've got both of
Drill,
them here.
mineral, Vanguard.
Both got 9,800. Wonderful. They're both docking. We'll have a little watch of this, and then I'll show you the final stage of setting this little trade route up. I'm glad this is here now so you can actually see it happening. So they was out mining, they're coming here, they're dropping it all off. He's now empty. And he's taking off. I wonder if there's actually any animation underneath the ship. Let's have a quick look, see if we can see anything going on. Probably not. Can't see anything. That's fine. I know some of them, the actual ships go inside, which I think is kind of cool. Right, so we've now got that set up. Everything's coming in. We need to sell stuff. And to do that, we're going to need some traders. Now, we can use miners. I don't know, and this is something that has confused me. If anyone actually knows the answer to this, and I don't know if the only or the best way for me to find out is actually try it, is I was told, not I personally told, but watching a video, that you can't use transporters to transport ore. And I don't understand why that is. Solid storage. Ah, it's container storage. So this will only carry goods that are manufactured. Okay, that I've answered my question myself. It doesn't have solid storage. We will need to use a gas miner will obviously have liquid storage, and a miner is going to have solid storage. So we need solid storage to do what we want to do now. So we've got that. We're going to make it as a minimum preset. So basically, I am going to give it a, how much money have we got? We've got 1.1. Okay, so long as we can keep this under 5,500,000. So we'll give it a medium. What's that on? 504. We've got about 40,000 left. We don't need any weapons. We don't need any turrets. We want a Mark 1 docking and tray computer extension. It's 525. We'll give them a couple of flares just in case. 538. So yeah, we've got enough to make 2 of them. Crew. Let's give them a couple of extra crew. 557. Yes, we've still got enough. Add to shopping list. 2 of them. Confirm order. And that's them getting constructed now. So if we go to property owned, it's going to take a minute for them to get built. I did put the satellites down. I can't remember if I've shown you earlier. So we got the 4 big ones here, the advanced ones. Then got a small normal satellite just to fill in that gap, which is also covering Argon Wharf. And I just, while the station was getting built, dropped a small satellite just to cover the jump gate and the silicon refinery here. I will at some point put more big ones down, make this obviously more suitable for our satellites. But you'd need a lot to cover that whole area, wouldn't you? That is actually quite ridiculous how little space they cover. I don't know if we can make bigger ones, but either way, what have we got there? That's a pharmaceutical. Right, so we just need to wait for them to, oh, they're done. Wonderful. Right, so these now are going to get renamed. HMS Raider 1, and the second one, you guessed it, oh, nothing's happening to that because I pressed the wrong button because I'm a donut. Rename HMS Raider 2. Right, so that's the 2 traders done. Now what we need to do, very, very simply, click on one of these, right click on the trade station, And instead of mine for commander, we're going to trade for commander. We're going to select beta because alpha's already in use. This is setting up basically fleets. We need a second, same for the second one. Trade for commander. And now we can see we got our trade station. We can see what storage we have. We can see what dock we've got on there. We can see if there's any other modules on there, and then we can see what groups we've got working for it. And we've got alpha group is consistent of 3 ores, beta group is consistent of 2 traders, and that's it now. The commander, or the manager, sorry, who is in here, will control all of that, and they will be in charge of making sure they're going out collecting ore and bringing it back in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our base setup. Very, very simple. Very, very simple base. We've got 81,252 credits. That is going to take a long while to recuperate the money that we've lost, but once we get into the positive, wait for signal, hold position and wait until release signal is sent to this object. What's going on there?
Please
are you
hold.
confused?
We'll
Oh,
be scanning your inventory.
police. Okay, no problem. Yeah, so that is it. Our base is now up and running.
All clear. Move along.
We got ships coming in, dropping stuff off. We got
Drill.
ships.
Mineral.
There you go.
Vanguard.
There's a all one dropping more stuff off, and that is it. Really, really straightforward. Seems complicated to begin with, but once you've got the basic concept of it, from there on, it just gets more complicated by the complexity of what you build. And obviously, if you want to then start building parts, which is what we're going to be doing in future episodes, we just go from there. So, I think I'm going to call it an end of an episode there. I am, as of recording this video, I'm in work. I say I'm in work. I'm not in work right this second. This is the night or the morning of me starting back on my shifts again. So it is currently, what day are we? It is Saturday morning at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm in work this evening for 4 nights. I did put up a little post. The reason why there hasn't been any other videos prior to this one for the last few days is because I had problems with the internet, and it was working. It was very slow. It was buffering. Trying to watch anything on TV or on the YouTube or anything like that. But my upload speed was like 0.01. Absolutely horrendous. I mean, horrendous considering I have over 100 meg upload speed. It was terrible. So it wouldn't let me upload to the cloud from games, and obviously I couldn't upload any videos, so I didn't do any recordings. I've managed to get this one in, so it's been a bit limited. Apologies for that. Hopefully once I'm back off again, which will be Wednesday, I'll be able to get some videos up. And top secret, new PC's getting built. More to come. Stay safe. If you like the video, hit those buttons. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 700. Let's get to 700, and then 750 for the giveaway. Stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.